Hi guys, so this week at Bungie we got an interesting update. Thought I'd bring you the update in video form. The Bungie update this week is chock full of new information that I think is kind of useful to get out there, so let's get into it. Basically, the update extends on from the information that we knew was coming for the Dawning from last weekend's PlayStation Experience Infoplosion. And of course, it talks about Sparrow Racing making a comeback and the fact that you can get bounties and things from Amanda Holiday. Also, the introduction of strike scoring and how Zavala is going to be the one kind of controlling all of that. It continues on with that sort of information and discusses the fact that you can get the Icebreaker through the Nightfall bounty from Zavala. There'll be some new exotic weapons that you'll be able to get, which we know, the Abaddon and the Nova Mortis, which will fall from, or the quests will come from, the gifts and the things that we do as we progress through the Dawning event. It also talks about the fact that you only need Rise of Iron, you get the Competitive Spirit booklet, and continues on with all of the information that you can already find in other videos that I've put up, and those are in the description below. But it talks about, on top of that, the fact that we get this new armour set, which again is going to be time-bound, unfortunately, to the Dawning event, and different decorations, things like that, and gives us some cool links to check out the artists' renderings, if you like, of the different armour packages or armour sets that we'll be able to get. And then it talks about this update 2.5.0, which is basically the Dawning. But in the Dawning, we're getting all these other things, little tweaks and things that are just kind of coming along with it. Now, one of those I've already talked about is green engrams automatically decrypting. When you pick them up, they won't take up your inventory anymore. They will now automatically dismantle or decrypt to weapon parts or armor materials, so their respective material types, which is so good because they just clog up my inventory, and anyone who knows me knows that I have way too much stuff. I am always full, my inventory is always full, my vault is always full, and my postmaster is always full to bursting. And if I get stuck picking up those things, then I end up in my inventory for half a raid trying to get rid of stuff instead of moving forward to the next section. But that's no longer going to be an issue. Another thing that is also going to be an issue, which has plagued me, and I'm sure it's plagued many of you, is the Student of History achievement, or trophy if you're on the PlayStation, and the Sigil of the Young Wolf emblem. Now, I don't have a problem with the Sigil of the Young Wolf, I've got that emblem, but I didn't get the achievement to unlock for some reason. Well, this update fixes both of those issues. For some people, they got the achievement but not the emblem. Other people like me got the emblem but the achievement just won't unlock. There are those still who just didn't have any issues whatsoever, but this update will fix that, at least that's what they're saying. So I'm looking forward to that because it's the only thing that has stopped me from 100%ing the game for a long time now. I got it in the third week of Rise of Iron, but for me, Student of History didn't unlock. So that is now going to be fixed, which I am super stoked about. Skeleton keys, they have been adjusted. The drop rates for skeleton keys have been increased again in the SIVA Crisis playlist, and in the Heroic playlist, and in the Nightfall. So we're now seeing, well, we should see more skeleton keys drop. They've already increased the drop rate once. Now it seems like they're increasing the drop rate again. On top of that, you are now guaranteed skeleton key on the very first Nightfall completion for your account, not per character, but for your account each week. So after the update drops, first of all, the Nightfall won't be available at reset next week until the Dawning event starts. Now, the Dawning event will start at the usual event time, so the same time as Iron Banner, the same time as Trials of Osiris. For us in Australia on the East Coast, that'd be 4 a.m. For me here in Adelaide, it is 3:30 a.m. If you're in Perth, it's 1 a.m. And in New Zealand, 6 a.m. and so on and so forth. Whatever time Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris kick off for you, that's what time the Nightfall will be available. It won't be available, well, that's when the Dawning starts, and the Nightfall will not be available from reset until that time starts. So the Nightfall will be locked out. We'll be locked out from it for that period of time, which is a good thing, because the idea behind that is so that people don't miss out on the skeleton key drop rates. Then when the Dawning actually drops, then the Nightfall will be unlocked again, and away we go, and you are guaranteed a skeleton key on the first completion on your account for the week, which is sensational, and that will be the case going forward. Brother Vance will now be able to trade passage coins for Motes of Light, so you can give him Motes of Light and he will give you a passage coin. If you are short of passage coins, which people often are, and then you have to go and do a passage coin run where you basically just lose a bunch of Trials games just so you can get passage coins to get boons, instead of doing that, now you can use Motes of Light to buy passage coins. If you're anything like me and you've got a bucket load of motes and you're short on passage coins, now you can buy them from Brother Vance, which is great. What is interesting is you still can't buy Worm Spore from Eris, for example, so that's still a bit strange, but maybe we'll see that in the next update. Now, if you're one of those people who deleted a character so that you could go back and redo the rank 2 gunsmith quest so you could get the weapon, say you dismantled a Steel Piercer or a Susanoo, or you dismantled your Amobius, well, now you can go back to the gunsmith and buy it. It's now just going to be purchasable from the gunsmith if you have dismantled it. You can buy it from them for legendary marks as of this 2.5.0 update. So that's also going to be great for you if you're one of those people who have dismantled those weapons and now you're regretting it because you can't get it back. Well, now you can. All of those things are going to be available at 10 a.m. Pacific time when the Dawning actually goes live. Tuesday, December the 13th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. For us in Australia, it's between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Again, just quickly, obviously, the Nightfall is going to be locked out. One thing that they haven't fixed is that local network issue, so I still have trouble getting into fire teams with my son on the same local network. If you've got that, they have not fixed that. If you've got issues with SIVA key fragments missing from your character inventory, or I know a lot of people have reported that, they have not addressed that in this update either. If you're on the PlayStation 4, then the With Finesse and Speed quest that some of you might still be eligible to complete, you only have until the Dawning unlocks to complete this, to get the EV42 Nightspeed Sparrow. So if you haven't done that, then if you don't complete it by then, you'll lose the quest. The quest will be removed from your inventory, from your progress tab, and it will be gone forever. Well, that, as they say, is that, and I hope to see you all in the Dawning next week. I'm looking forward to the updates, I'm looking forward to the armour, I'm looking forward to the Icebreaker coming back, and I'm looking forward to strike scoring and seeing how that unfolds. The new strikes, the changes, I'm sure we'll see some weapon tuning. I'd love to hear what you think, your comments, throw them in the comments section below. If you've got any questions, chuck them in there too. Please, if you got something out of this video, don't forget to like the video, hit the thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe. You can catch me on Instagram and on Twitter, BoylerRoom81, regular updates there. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.